always relied on outside sources, immigration, emigration. We've relied on the world coming to this country to help build it to the level that it's been so far. And unfortunately, we have now gotten to a point where we have just decided that we don't want that anymore because we're so greedy about our own wants. Even though for the large majority of people, you were never buying those condos. And the people who are renting in those condos in a lot of cases are people who needed short-term rentals or people who don't want to buy a house. If you don't want to buy a house and have the responsibility of that, unfortunately, you need something like a condo building. You have to pay maintenance fees. And maintenance fees and condo fees, they seem like they're really expensive. In some cases they are. And sometimes builders and developers make these lavish buildings with more amenities and the costs skyrocket and everybody has to be unique. That's a real thing. And it's unfortunate when it gets to that point because the developers and the builders need to understand that this needs to be affordable depending on where it is. But those maintenance fees, not having to worry about cutting grass and shoveling snow and buying mulch for your garden, if you've got a pool in the building, not having the cost just to maintain a pool, there's all these benefits that actually come out of buying these or renting these condos. They're not existing anymore. So all those people now who may have wanted to come to this country, they would have rented those places to start off. People who don't want to own a property anymore, young kids, lots of kids don't want to have to deal with that. I talked to my own son about that. Why does he want to have to deal with the house, right? And I start thinking myself, yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Why are we? We've created a society that just creates more work for ourselves. So when it comes to the housing crisis, who knows what's going to happen here? Everybody's just sitting there yelling and fighting on the internet. Unfortunately, it is what it is. The liberals are back in power. All we can do if we are a home buyer or a new home buyer, want to get into the market, have your voices heard, tell the government, tell people what you want, talk to builders, tell them what you're looking for. If you're a developer, if you're a contractor, this is the time to shine. We got to build 500,000 houses a year here in Canada. That's a huge ask. I think worldwide there's something like, I forget the number, 60,000 houses or something like that need to be built every day for the foreseeable future for the 3 billion plus people that are going to be inhabiting this earth in the next couple years. We got to stop fighting. We got to start working together because that's the only way we're going to solve these problems for real.